Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I have a fun story for you, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This story is perfect for beginners, with simple English that's easy to understand. If you're just starting to learn English, this is a great way to practice. So relax, enjoy, and let's join Snow White on her exciting adventure. Let's get started.
A long time ago, there was a young princess. Her name was Snow White. She was very beautiful. Her skin was white like snow, her lips were red like a rose, and her hair was black like the night. Snow White lived in a big castle. She lived with her stepmother. Her stepmother was the queen. The queen was very beautiful, but she was also very mean. The queen had a magic mirror. Every day, she asked her mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" The mirror always said, "You are the fairest, my queen." The queen was happy when she heard this. But one day, the mirror said something different. The mirror said, "Snow White is the fairest of them all." The queen was very angry. She was also jealous of Snow White. The queen called a hunter. She told the hunter, "Take Snow White to the forest. Kill her, bring me her heart." The hunter took Snow White to the forest, but he looked at her kind face and her sad eyes. He could not kill her. He said, "Run, Snow White, run far away. Do not come back to the castle." Snow White ran and ran. She was scared. She was tired. Then she saw a small house in the forest. The house was very small. Snow White went inside. Inside, the house was messy. There were 7 small chairs, 7 small plates, and 7 small beds. Snow White cleaned the house. She washed the plates, made the beds, and swept the floor. After that, she was very tired. She lay down on one of the beds and fell asleep. The house belonged to 7 dwarfs. That evening, the dwarfs came home. They were surprised to see Snow White in their house. Snow White woke up and saw the dwarfs. She told them her story. The dwarfs were kind. They said, "You can stay with us, Snow White. But be careful. Do not open the door for strangers." Snow White was happy. She lived with the dwarfs. She cooked for them and cleaned their house. But the queen found out that Snow White was still alive. She was very angry. She made a plan to kill Snow White. The queen dressed as an old woman. She went to the dwarf's house. She had a red apple. The queen knocked on the door. Snow White opened the door a little. The old woman said, "Hello, dear. Do you want a delicious apple? It is very sweet." Snow White took the apple. She did not know it was a poisoned apple. She took a bite. As soon as she ate the apple, Snow White fell to the ground. She was in a deep sleep. The queen was happy. She thought Snow White was dead. The dwarfs came home and found Snow White. They were very sad. They made a glass coffin for her. They put her in the coffin. Snow White looked like she was sleeping. One day, a prince came to the forest. He saw Snow White in the glass coffin. She was very beautiful. He kissed her. The kiss broke the spell. Snow White opened her eyes. She saw the prince and smiled. The prince and Snow White fell in love. Snow White and the prince got married. They lived happily ever after. The queen was never seen again.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed Snow White's adventure. If you're learning English, keep practicing. You're doing great. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more videos. See you next time.